That's me, just a funny looking man. That's me, just a funny looking man. That's me, baby. And me, baby. I love the way they call my name.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Toolzday, Fixing Personal Development Issues with Joseph Adeleke. And I'm really glad that I'm here again. It's a beautiful day, and I trust you're having a beautiful time too. Okay, so let's dive in.
That's me, just a funny looking man. That's me.
So today we're going to be talking about how teenagers ought to see sex, right? And I think for this whole sex series, we've been talking about it for like about 2 weeks now, and this is another beautiful time to talk about it. This is to let people know that there are certain ways you should see sex, right? Don't see it like one terrible thing to talk about. Alright, so we're talking about how you should see sex, and there are certain ways that the sex education needs to be given to a child, right? And this is not their fault. It's just because they've always seen sex as a perverted word, and it's the kind of society that we find ourselves that sexualized everything: the music, the books, the movies that we see seem to sexualize everything, right? And it's important for parents to start helping kids know the right way to see sex. I believe personally that sex is a gift of God for marriage, right? I believe sex is a gift of God for marriage, and every child needs to see it that way. Every child needs to see that sex is a gift for marriage, right? It's not something they just give to their boyfriend. It's not something a lady gives to a boyfriend. It's not something a lady gives to any guy that they meet on the street, or because they just feel that this person has cash, this person has 20 million naira to offer me. Do you understand? Alright, sex is not that. Sex is something beautiful, and it's a gift, right? So help your kids, help your child, help your teenage child understand that it's a gift. It's not just anything you offer to people, right? It's a gift for marriage, specifically for marriage. Yeah, another thing is also dating relationship is not an avenue to have sex, right? Some people believe that they have to get into a dating relationship because of they are horny, right? I remember some months ago actually, while I was having a conversation with a young boy, he was telling me of how he and his girlfriend, right, had been having conversation about sex, and he wants to do it, and she was not sure if they should do it, and because he's having that urge, he wants to just get over the urge and all this kind of thing. And I was asking him, what was the whole point of getting into this relationship at first? Was it because you are looking for somebody to always release this whole sexual urge on? Do you understand? Like, and I think it's the same for many of the young people that we have today. Many of them just get into a relationship with an opposite sex simply because they are looking for someone to have sex with, right? And it's not meant to be that way. It's not meant to be that way. So it is important for parents to help their kids understand the need of being in the right relationship for the right reason. You can't be in a relationship because you're looking for someone to release the whole sexual urge on. No. There's so many reasons why you can be in a relationship with an opposite sex. You can be in a relationship with an opposite sex because you want to understand how it works in terms of being a friend with an opposite sex, understanding how they think, understanding how they operate. You guys can become bodies that read together, right? You guys can have intelligent conversation, right? I think I was having a conversation with my wife earlier today, and I was telling her that I was talking about how it's important for young people to see the need of not always getting into this whole I want to be your friend because I want to have sex with you. I want to be your friend because I want to date you. Do you understand? I'm saying something. You cannot be a friend with an opposite sex without something wrong. Not going upstairs, right? So it does not make any sense. While I was young, growing up, many of the friends that I had were the opposite gender, right? And never for once did it cross my mind that I wanted to do something with them. It does not mean that I was so innocent while I was young. It does not mean that I never made mistakes. It does not mean that I was so perfect. But it meant that I didn't see every girl like a girl that I want to have something to do with. No. Yes, I had girlfriends that I dated and it didn't work. But they were not even part of the people that I saw at first and felt that, okay, let's just become friends, right? And I think so young people need to be taught that it's not everything on skate that needs to be a gate pass to releasing that horniness that they are facing. Do you understand? And it's something fathers can teach their son. It's something mothers can teach their daughters, right? And you're doing this child a very, very big favor by helping her understand that there is so much more that you can benefit from being a friend with an opposite sex or opposite gender outside having sex with a person. I hope this makes sense to you. Okay, so another thing is abstinence being the best gift you can give to your future husband or wife. And why is that so? Because at that point, when you're married, you guys are now choosing to explore, right? You're choosing to explore that part of your life. Do you understand? You're choosing to now have sex the way that it has probably occurred in your head. Do you understand? Without your experience with your past partners interfering with them. And one issue is about sex and your past is that because you had it with an ex and the ex was so good in bed, and once you're having with your husband, if your husband is a virgin, if your wife is a virgin, and he or she does not really know well about all these things, right? You start comparing your sex life with your current spouse and that of your ex while you were still dating, while you were still courting or something, and you don't really want to put your wife or your husband through this experience, so it's best to abstain, right? So abstinence is the best gift you can give to your husband. Abstinence is the best gift you can give to your wife, and it's just that important, right? I think parents need to teach their kids all this, and because you really owe that child a lot of information, right? There are many things I was not taught while I was young and I wish that I knew, right? But I don't know, right? And now I'm so happy that it's not that way anymore, right? I'm not going to be doing that same thing, that form of disservice to my own child. I know that I'm going to teach my child the right things that he or she needs to know part time. Do you understand? Because there's so many information that I had to know myself, through experience, through reading of books, through making of bad decisions, so many bad decisions, right? And I don't want my child to face such experience. So we've come to the end of this episode. I hope you got something from this episode. I'm so happy that I can be sharing this with you. It's something that I've always desired to share with the world, and I hope this makes sense to you. Please, if it does, please make your comments, like, subscribe. Please do share with your friends and families. I love you. You know that I love you, right? And it's my hope that as we all work together to build a better society through a healthy mindset, we will win. Trust me, we will. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Till we see next time. Thank you.
That's me, just a funny looking man. That's me, just a funny looking man. That's me, baby, and me, baby. I love the way they call my name. That's my name. My rap is making them insane.